there, my name is Lara and I'm going to be sharing a little practice with you today. We're going to be focusing on two areas of the body, two areas or fascial lines in the body to be more specific, the superficial back arm line and the deep back arm line. I'll explain what fascia is during the video and give you a few little anatomy tidbits along the way. So we'll start with our legs straight out in front of us, Dandasana pose or staff pose. Fingertips are next to the hips, or if you find this is happening to your spine, bring your fingertips a little bit behind your hips, and then you'll be able to lift your chest and draw those shoulders back and down. From here, flexing and pointing your feet. Keep those heels on the floor so you don't hyperextend your knees. Nice work. And then point your toes, big circles with the ankles. Try to keep your knees as still as you can. And then change direction, warming up those ankles for a little bit of seated time. Nice. Flex your feet, bend one knee, bend the other knee, and then cross your right shin in front of your left. Walk your feet nice and wide. Let your knees come down heavy. And if you feel like this is not a comfortable seated position for you, or it's really challenging and your spine is kind of rounding like so, it's a great time to bring in a prop. You can use a cork block like I have if you've got one available, or you can take a couple of phone books or any kind of book you've got that's got enough width to sit on. Place it behind you, sit on top, and then you've got a lot more space for your knees and your ankles. And throughout the whole video, if you need to straighten out one leg or the other, go for it. Take the pressure off those knees or pause it altogether. Bring the fingertips up to the shoulders and big circles with those elbows. Reach those elbows away from you. Front ribs press towards back ribs. Belly draws in and up. And just to introduce the idea of fascia, it's basically this intracellular matrix or honeycomb of connective tissue that not only wraps around all of our organs and bones and muscles, it also connects all of these types of tissue to one another within our body. And then change direction with your circles, going back with those circles. Keep reaching the elbows away. Nice work. Squeeze those fingers like you're holding on to big grapefruits. And then elbows up, elbows down. And fascia not only connects all these areas of the body, it also helps to distribute tension evenly throughout all the cells of the body, so that not any one area is doing any more work than any other. Nice work. Elbows out, elbows together and apart. This little sequence is a great way to open up the thoracic spine, and it's also making great use of our deltoids and our rotator cuffs, both of which are involved in the back arm lines of fascia. And then relax, let those palms face up, and let the right ear fall towards the right shoulder. Let those fingers curl. Breathe into the upper chest and shoulders. And then inhale the head back through center and let the left ear come down. Inhale the head back through center. Connect the fingertips and extend the arms straight out in front of your chest. Try to have a gentle slope in the wrist and a gentle bend in the elbow. Keep the connection of the fingertips rooting towards one another. Imagine you're backhanding the arms out. Keep the angle of the arm and inhale to open. Exhale to close. This portion of Tensegrity series for the arms is wonderful for strengthening the superficial back arm line, which runs from the whole outer edge or outer surface of the hands and the fingers all the way on the outer forearm, back of the arm, over the deltoid, over the trapezius, which connects all the way down to your T12, your 12th thoracic vertebra. Nice work. Keep reaching those hands away from you, keeping the angle of the arm. Nice. And then connect those fingertips and start to clap just the pinky fingers. Pinky fingers, or the outer edges of them, are a component of the deep back arm line. And then start to clap the ring fingers. And this is a great way to strengthen those pinkies along with the other fingers. Nice. And then middle fingers clapping. Try to have those fingers move at the same rate and the same speed. Noticing which hand is dominant and trying to move quicker. And try to mirror those fingers. Index fingers clapping. Nice work. Remember, you can always bend those elbows if your hands and arms start to fatigue. Straightening them out for more of a challenge. And then thumbs clapping. And then relax. Palms face up, fingers curl. Big breath. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Out the mouth. Nice. And then reaching for a strap. And if you don't have a yoga strap, you can always use a scarf or a belt. Use what you have on hand. I like to fold my strap up into a few pieces and then find the strap a shoulder's distance apart. You want to be pulling your strap apart and then reach your fists forward. Inhale to lift the arms above, or the hands above the head. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Pulling your strap apart, drawing the elbows away from one another. Even as you straighten the arms, think about pulling the elbows away from one another. Even though they're not physically pulling away, you're creating the energy or the isometric contraction of those elbows pushing out. It's a great way to get into those triceps, which again are a component of the deep back arm line of fascia. And because we're talking about connective tissue, when you're dealing with releasing one area of that fascial line, you're releasing all the other areas too. It can be a really nice way to open up the body, focusing on areas of fascia that are connected to one another. And then straighten out those arms, reach those arms away from you. And then relax the hands. Take your strap over one shoulder, one hand on each knee, one foot forward, other foot forward, straighten out those legs, fingertips next to the hips or a little behind the hips, depending on your hamstring openness. And then flexing and pointing the feet a little.